guys, Brandon here. Wanted to talk a little bit about Model 3 and the comparison to Model S. Elon Musk has been taking to Twitter and taking opportunities also in like the investors quarterly call and stuff like that to really reset the technological expectations of the Model 3 in a counter effort basically to counter sort of this growing notion apparently that the Model 3 is the latest and greatest Tesla and, you know, is the latest, newest technology even compared to the Model S, which it isn't. And he's basically emphasizing the message that the Model 3 is a more basic form of the S. It's not its successor. And actually, you could argue that the new technology is most displayed in the manufacturing production equipment and basically the whole production side. The machine that makes the machine is where all the new technology is, which definitely is new compared to previous and required in order for them to meet the low price of the Model 3. Anyway, I kind of disagree actually. The Model 3 right now is actually a better technology than the Model S is right now. And Elon keeps saying if you want the latest and greatest, buy the current Model S and all that. But the problem is the Model S right now has a superior battery than the current Model S. And this is also sort of emphasized by what's come out recently in terms of the supercharging limits on Model S, well, and X's, particularly the 90 kilowatt hour packs. And Bjorn actually did a recent video about this, and his graphs are pretty interesting. Because one of the things he was mentioning is that it's probably related to the cooling abilities of the 90 kilowatt hour pack. When they made the 100 kilowatt hour, they redesigned the cooling system in the battery in order to make more space and make it more efficient, so it's able to cool better. The 90 though doesn't have that. And so we've seen people have noticed that their supercharging has been slightly throttled. In terms of real actual time, it doesn't really make that much difference. It's like a difference of, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 minutes max, if even that. But it's still the principle, and Tesla has confirmed that after approximately 300 direct charging events, which includes supercharging as well as chat mode charging as well, then the battery packs self-limit themselves so that the cells don't get damaged. Anyway, I'm saying that all that to say that the newer battery most likely is not going to have that problem for a couple of reasons. One, the new architecture requires a new redesign of the cooling infrastructure, so of course they're going to address any of that issues and bring things up to date. But also, since they have what's his name? Is it Steve Dahl? No, he's at Dalhousie University. Anyway, the battery researcher, he has been working on lithium-ion chemistries for quite a while, and I watched one of his most recent presentations, and they've made some headway in maintaining battery integrity despite maintaining battery capacity for a longer battery life. Yeah, his lectures are extremely interesting, actually. And he's now partnered with Tesla and stuff, so I'm sure some of that, some of those discoveries, and he actually admitted, he obviously can't say much, but he admitted that his research has worked its way into Tesla's design. So I think the 2170 cells, which are in the Model 3, are going to be much more resistant to those kind of battery degradations and probably able to supercharge more often. So, you know, until Model S and Model X get the next generation battery, I don't think you can say that you know, they're the top of the line yet. Which is why I kind of think I think Model S and Model X are gonna get the 2170 batteries sometime this year. I would think before Model 3 comes out, but we're getting really close to July, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But it just doesn't make sense to have the smaller model have a more advanced battery and a cheaper battery, cheaper to produce than your flagship models. That doesn't make sense. That would be like Apple coming out with a new iPhone this year, but, you know, keeping the old battery or something, or a previous version's battery. It doesn't make sense. So I think that's around the corner, but for that reason, I get that, you know, the Model 3, at least initially, is going to have a lot fewer options and that kind of stuff, and so yeah, it's not going to have bells and whistles, but the battery is sort of a core technology, and so, you know, that's an integral part to the car. So S and X definitely have to have the upgraded battery in order to say that they're still the flagship technology holders.